strafing, strafing, and strafing. What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna be talking about strafing. If you guys didn't understand that from the beginning of the video, I don't know what to say. Strafing is a very important concept to grab in Apex Legends, because Apex Legends is a completely different game compared to Call of Duty, Battlefield, those type of first-person shooter games, because they have no movement whatsoever compared to Apex Legends, and that's what makes this game so great. And let's be real, the only movement that you can kind of do is just crouch, and that is just extremely slow in those type of games, man. And don't let me even get me started on Fortnite, man. That's why I went to Apex, because in Fortnite they be sweaty, they be building a whole skyscraper by the time I shoot at them. So when it comes down to Apex, it comes down to who has the better aim, but also who has the better movement. So it's the combination of those two which makes a great player in Apex Legends. Unlike Battlefield or Warzone, you know, it's just strictly aim, man. Who has the better aim gonna win that fight. It's your boy Dark Knight, and let's hop into this strafing guide I have prepared for you guys. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe and like button. But now let's hop into this thing, man. So for the first tip, that all guns have their own strafing speed. For example, the R99 and the Wingman have one of the fastest strafing speed compared to a Spitfire, which is a heavier gun. So obviously their strafing speed is going to be a lot slower. So I'm gonna play a little montage of different guns and their strafing speed so you can get like an idea of what I'm talking about. In a couple of these clips, you can see that I'm crouching while strafing. That's basically we're going up and down while moving left to right. Now, what I want you guys to take from this is that no matter what gun you use, the movement, the speed of crouching does not affect on what gun you use. Every gun will have the same crouch speed, just to let y'all know. The second trick I have for you guys is never, ever, ever, you gotta promise me to jump and strafe at the same time like I'm doing right now. The reason why I said do not jump and strafe is because when you're jumping, it's a very predictable movement. You're just going up and you're going straight down. That's the laws of gravity, right? So no one as a decent player, they know it's easily to track that movement. And always, as my football coaches will tell me, feet on the ground. The reason why, when you're in the air, you can't move. You're stuck in air until you hit the ground again. But when your feet are on the ground, you can do whatever you want. You can go forward, backwards, left or right, man. So you have more opportunities to make movement plays. So this is what an enemy will see when you're crouch strafing while jumping. And as you can see, it's extremely predictable on your movement. Like, they know where you're gonna jump and they know where you're gonna land, because it's just, you know, the laws of gravity, you feel me? So I recommend not to jump at all. Now I talked about the two main things that I learned from strafing and what made me become a better strafer in this game. Now let's discuss about the different types of strafing in this game. First, we will be talking about directional strafing. The directional strafing is mainly implied when you have to reload when you empty your clip. You're trying to buy yourself some time. So my thought process when I do this, I'm trying to make it harder for the enemy to track on me so I can reload my gun and go back to shooting again. And for this movement to happen, you need a very high sensitivity. I'm on sensitivity 6. If you want to learn my settings, I got a video. You can go check it out. I'm gonna leave a link up here, somewhere up top, and I'm gonna leave a link down in the description below. So how to perform this move, basically you just look all the way left and all the way right, and just keep doing that till you completely reload your gun to go back into fighting again. So this is what an enemy sees when you do a directional strafing. It's really unpredictable and it's hard to track. So if you add this in your skill set, you will become an absolute beast when you perfect it. Second strafing is just a basic going one way, going all the way left or going all the way right. So this is for intermediate levels. It gives you in the habit of being able to strafe and easier to control. Because once you go to more advanced movements, it really messes up your aim. So by doing this and perfecting this, it will be a better stepping stone on going to the next level on strafing. So this is what it looks like when an opponent looks at you when you're doing the intermediate strafing. This move, it's better than just staying still, okay? But it's not that great towards a really great opponent because it's a really predictable pattern. You're just going all the way left, all the way right. But sometimes it can be really vital in certain situations. So the third strafing I want to talk about is going left to right. So this is the same thing as the second one I showed y'all, but this is just adding an additional movement, which is shifting your momentum from either right to left or left to right. So this is a little bit more predictable. If you want to use the maximum potential of using this strafe, you want to use different lengths of strafing. For example, I do a long left, but then I do a short right, then I go back to doing a long left, then a long right. So those are unpredictable movements, and that's really hard for your enemy to track. So this is what an enemy sees when you do the unpredictable left to right movement. It's a lot harder to track and a lot harder to predict what movement they will be doing. The next strafing I want to talk about is the micro shift. The reason why I call it micro is because you're making a very subtle movement from left to right. It's very, very tiny, and this movement is extremely effective from that short to medium range. And in my opinion, I just feel like this is one of the hardest strafing to go against because it's honestly really difficult, man. And you'll see why. And as you can see here, you can see how difficult it is to track someone doing the micro movement, man. It's crazy, bro. And if people have like a small hitbox like Wraith, Lifeline doing this, man, and they crouching, best believe you probably gonna lose that fight, man. So right here, like, I'm just telling you right now, if you master this move, bro, y'all gonna be great. So guys, I gave you the main ways on how to strafe. Now, if you want to bring you guys to an elite level of strafing, I'm talking about the sweatiest of the sweat movement. All you gotta do, you ready? All you gotta do is add some crouch movement in it, and boom, you got it. So as you can see here, I'm freestyling on them. I'm doing the micro ones. I'm going left to right, crouching. I'm doing all that extra stuff, man. So guys, I'm telling you, if you guys master this with good aim, that's what all guys want you to know. You can do all the movement in the world, but if you're not hitting your shots, the movement is worthless. Focus on hitting your shots. That's why I said, work on the basics of strafing, just going all the way left, all the way right. And once you can hit every single shot, increase it, make it more difficult. In little into no time, you will become the sweat of the sweatiest, man. Now guys, you might be asking, hey Dark, how do I improve on my strafing ability if I have nobody to train with? Boom, I got the perfect 2 things that can help improve your strafing ability. One with a person, one without a person. Now let's hop into those 2 things. So drill number 1 I will be talking to you about is just basically get one of the dummies in training mode and just start letting it rip on them while you're doing your movement. So you can work on your micro shift, your left to right, left, crouch spams, all of those. You can focus on long range, medium range. It's, you know, change up the distance between the target and you. I say to do this about, 15 to 30 minutes a day, and you will see improvement in your strafing abilities and while being accurate at the same time, guys. Another way that you can work on your strafing abilities is having a friend or a teammate that plays Apex with you, has similar skill set or even better, so you can help and improve your one-on-one capabilities. So as you can see here, we're both working on our strafing and our aiming at the same time. So yeah, guys, big shout out to my little bro. He has a YouTube channel, go check him out. I'll leave a link in the description. This is what his logo looks like and his name. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, guys. I hope this was informative, and I hope this improves your gameplay by a lot. And I know it will. So like, if you guys found this informative by any way, you can leave a like, you can subscribe. That'd be amazing help. We're almost at 500 subs, guys, so let's make that dream come true. And it's your boy Dark Knight. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Much love and stay safe, guys.